From the borough of Queens, we're at the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Today, a matchup of NL East rivals between the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Number 61 gets the starting nod for the Mets. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Settling in now, Trey Turner, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Trey Turner.
First delivery to him on the way. And we are underway here in Flushing as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
The 3-1. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a 5-pitch walk to get us started here this afternoon.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Coming to the plate now, Leury Garcia, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1.
And this one runs up high, ball 1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Here's a look over to first. The 1-0. He's running. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
Two-0 count. The pitch. The count now at 2-1. This is pulled into right. And a fair ball as this one gets to the wall. The throw into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
And that's an ideal start to the inning right here. The leadoff man strokes a double, and the next guy comes up and swaps places with him, chasing his partner home. Could be a big inning.
Juan Soto to the plate now. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He'll enter play right at 333. 37 homers and 82 runs batted in. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cespedes on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
You know, Matty, when I look at this lineup at first glance, the fact that they're last in doubles doesn't mean a whole lot to me. But then you got to say to yourself, if they're not driving the ball in the gap, they're certainly not driving it out of the ballpark. So this offense has to clean it up, play a little bit differently, be a little bit more aggressive on the base pass, because you can't expect them to string a ton of hits together.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike one. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Row, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Definitely a strikeout situation here with the runner on third, so that's smart. Trying to make him chase that slider out of the zone.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Set to deal on 2-2 down the first baseline. Garcia stands at third with one gone in the inning. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and one away.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Victor Robles digging in now, and he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
The 0-1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Here it comes on 0-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Here's Brian Dozier now. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Two balls and a strike to Dozier.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
The set and the 2-1.
Nope, that's a ball.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Here's the 3-1. Loud contact by Dozier, and a ball with carry to left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, number 196 for his career. And the Nationals have now taken a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, these guys came into this game with a plan, and they've executed it really well at the dish. They've been very aggressive, and that aggressiveness has put them up by 4 early on. What a great start.
Batting 7.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the 1st now at Citi Field. It's 4-0 Washington. Max Scherzer, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Their ball club is going to have to keep a close eye on this one. This guy's nearing 200 innings on the season, and that's a lot of innings. A guy that takes the ball every 5 days. I'm sure they're going to watch to see if there are any signs of him tiring early in this one.
So digging in now, Jeff McNeil. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st.
Number 6.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A 1-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. Past battles with Scherzer, just a 3 for 13 batting line. He also has 1 home run. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And that's finally over for a strike.
This is where if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. Weak grounder down the line at 3rd. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again, 3-2. Drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent piece of hitting right there. A good changeup down and away gives most batters problems.
Yeah.
But trying to think the other way from an offensive standpoint, excellent job.
Digging in, Jed Lowry. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
This isn't this guy's first rodeo. He's been in the league for quite a while now. This wily veteran is having a great year.
First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. McNeil aboard here at first with nobody out. Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0.
If you're going to have any chance against a good pitcher, You got to find yourself in some great counts, and he certainly worked himself into a nice 2-0 count right here.
Now the 2-0. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2. Keith Powell is on deck. High in the air out to center field. Robles will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
You know, Matty, I took a look at this lineup today and getting a chance to talk to some of the guys around the cage. One thing that they preached to me was the fact that they were dead last in the league in grounding into double plays, and well aware of the fact that they don't shoot themselves in the foot. They give themselves a chance when they're putting guys on base to drive in runs and not get that 2-for-1 sale.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
1-1 to count. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 20.
So two men are on with one man out. And up steps the power bat of Peter Alonso. Here's the first pitch to him. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Three and 0 now.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling, compose yourself, and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
The 3-0. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. Runners are at first and second with one away. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks on that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
So striding forward now, Michael Conforto. He's got a great opportunity here to get his club right back into the ballgame with 3 men on. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Here it comes, 0-2. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
J.D. Davis the next at bat as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0. Yoenis Cespedes would be next. And that misses. Ball four. A run will come in to score.
Man, it's been an absolute nightmare start to the game, and the nightmare continues as he walks in a run here in the first. The wheels are not completely off the bus, but they're definitely wobbling. We'll see if he can limit the damage going forward.
Now at the plate, Yoenis Cespedes, and the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. First pitch of the at-bat. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Past battles with Scherzer, he's got 3 base hits in 21 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Comes set, the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Cespedes behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. And pitch number 33 in the inning will be the lucky one, as this is swung on and missed to retire the side. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. 1 inning in the books here. The Nationals are out in front here, 4-1. Stepping up to the plate, Yan Gomes. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First delivery to him on the way. Lays off 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Outside, 3-0 now.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Here it is, the 3-0. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
The pitcher, Max Scherzer, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses, ball 1.
Well, this second inning is not starting out any better than the first was. He just might not have it in this one.
Hit back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 8 home runs, 39 driven in. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. There's a ball low. He misses with a changeup.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
2-1 to count to Trey Turner. Gomes over at second. Scherzer at first with no outs. Three and 1 to the National shortstop.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
The 3-1. And this is on the ground for Lowry and could be 2. Oh, and trouble there for Lowry. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
And this was set up perfectly for him to start the double play. He's in ideal position. And then I think he got a little bit ahead of himself. You know that old saying, be quick but don't hurry? Well, I think that was demonstrated right here.
In now, Leury Garcia as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Yes, he can. Strike 3 called, and that's a big out, number 1.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
So the bases are loaded here with one man gone, and digging into bat next, the ever dangerous Juan Soto. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. They'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. The 1-0 is laid off of down and in.
If you're hitting in this situation, you have to look one spot, and that is all. This guy is really scuffling out on the mound. The bases are loaded. 2-0 count. He's all over the place. One spot. If it's not there, you have to take.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Matt Adams. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
Ball 1. In his career, Adams brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. From the stretch. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Now another 1-2 and a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 16. Victor.
So our situation has the bases loaded, 2 men out, and that'll bring up the outfielder Victor Robles. Looking to minimize the damage here. A ball and no strikes.
Now 1-0.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
2-0 to the National center fielder. Now the 2-0 home. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Brian Dozier would be next. He's set, and the 3-0 offering is laid off, but in there for strike 1. The 3-1. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 3-2 with the bases loaded. And another foul ball. The next 3-2. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And the second run will score to make this a 7-1 ball game.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. Number 72 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 72.
Standing in, Brian Dozier. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
From the belt, the pitch. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Count even now at 1-1. Popped him up. Davis shading to his right, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Nationals 7 and the Mets 1. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled the string on him there as this is popped up. Back behind second. Therefore it is Dozier, and that's the first out.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And let's take a look at Yan Gomes, catcher. Calls a really good game. Pitchers seem to love throwing to this guy. And don't get it twisted, he can run into a 3-run homer as well.
At the plate, number 72. He stands in for the first time in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. 1 out, nobody on. Line drive to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, number 6.
Ready for another chance. Jeff McNeil. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes ball 1.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Scherzer gets the sign. 1-0 on its way. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
And that misses ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here.
The
That's
batter,
his
number
3rd
4.
walk of the game
Shortstop,
already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And up next, the switch-hitting Stanford product, Jed Lowry. From the stretch. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Popped up. Turner over to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Mets leave 1. They're down 7-1. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Nationals.
Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Ryan Zimmerman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
1-0 the count. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Conforto moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, Yan Gomes.
Now in the box, Yan Gomes. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. He pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Skied into very shallow right. Conforto in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
The pitcher, number 31, Max Scherzer.
Striding into the box, Max Scherzer. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. Lays off 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike three. Nationals gone in order. They're on top 7-1. Leading off the inning, Heath Powell, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Peter Alonso is on deck. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Garcia is under this one, and he puts it away for the first down. So with one gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso. He drew a base on balls his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Ball one as he lays off below the zone.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Giving chases Robles. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
At the plate, Michael Conforto, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Scherzer's ready. Here's the 0-1. 1-1. Up high. 2-1 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike two.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
Fastball well outside. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 7-1. Ready for another shot now, Trey Turner, as we begin the top of the 4th.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
First pitch on its way. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Fouled off. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Leori Garcia.
Digging in the switch hitter, Leori Garcia. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First offering on its way. Ball one. 7 runs on only 4 hits and no errors so far for the Nationals. Ball 2.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. Juan Soto waits on deck. That's in there. 3-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Got him to go after the change there, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
Standing in now, Juan Soto, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. The 0-1. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, the first base.
Here's Matt Adams now. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
And Matty, it was a pretty nasty breaking ball that buckled this guy. That has to be in the back of his mind as he walks to the plate right here. Has to protect against looking foolish again on the off speed.
And Lowry won't be able to track it down. This gets through a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts.
16,
this has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Into the box now, Victor Robles. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Counts even at 1-1 to Victor Robles. Garcia at second. Adams on at first with 2 down. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More of the show, Saturday baseball, after this. Leading off the inning, J.D. Davis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
J.D. Davis.
Here comes the first pitch. And that misses low and away, ball 1. On the year, Davis is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. One and 2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Stepping in now, Wilson Ramos. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Curveball right on the black, taken for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, number 72.
Stepping into the box, number 72 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch, showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. To second for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Now batting,
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Scherzer comes set. Here he comes 0-1. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Robles looking up. Out of here. Into the visitors' bullpen. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Number 17 for him on the season. And it's now a 7-4 ball game.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop. And he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
Here's Jed Lowry now.
The shortstop,
As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Now here's the pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. back up the middle. Throw on to Adams will take care of him, and the inning is over. But the Mets strike for 3, all coming courtesy of this 3-run home run. We're through 4. It's the Nationals 7 and the Mets 4. Digging in once again, Brian Dozier. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Brian Dozier.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Count remains at 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Line towards center field. Powell is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting.
Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Now at the plate, Ryan Zimmerman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Pitch on the way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Powell over to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. It's fair to say that early on, at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. Striding in now for the Nats, Yan Gomes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Count 1-0.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
2 out, nobody on. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They hold a 7-4 lead. Striding in once again, Keith Powell. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Keith Powell.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. One-two pitch is a slider that misses 2-2. Softly hit here to the left side. But right at Zimmerman at third as he spears it for the first out.
Number 20.
Standing in, Peter Alonso. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box, Michael Conforto, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. Garcia going back at the track. The wall. Gone into the upper tank. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. 32 now for the season, and that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing in.
Now batting.
In now, J.D. Davis.
J.D.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He went down on strikes last time up. Scherzer looks in. Here he comes 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Garcia moves over, and that's the third out. Mets draw a hair closer thanks to the solo home run. 5 innings complete. It's now 7-5. Brad Brock takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 29, Brad Brock.
Chris Chavez will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the sixth.
Chavez.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 4 home runs and 19 driven in. A 1 pitch on its way. A swing and a ground ball to third. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Throwing to second, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a 2-bagger.
Standing in now, Trey Turner, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ball 2 now. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. Chavez leads off second with nobody out. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
Fouled away. Here's another 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, and no one will track it down. Slow roller down the third baseline. Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time.
Up next for Washington, the right fielder, Leori Garcia.
Into the box, Leori Garcia, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. He's set. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. And it's 1-1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's now an 8-5 game. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Left fielder.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here. Looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Into the box now, Juan Soto, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0. In the dirt here. The throw will go to third, and it's too late as he's in there. And he's going to make it into third base now, as I believe that'll be scored as a wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Up and out over the plate, but a called strike. 2-1.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Drive, base hit to right, and the run is in to score from third.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Adams.
So stepping in, Matt Adams, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
You could tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away, but that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
The 1-1. And this is on the ground for Lowry and could be 2. McNeil's got it for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the Nationals 9 and the Mets 5. Addison Reed enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 43, Addison Reed.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. Career history with Addison Reed, batting at an even 400.
Yoenis Cespedes.
First delivery to him on the way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Reed has tossed more than 500 innings at the big league level, and through those innings he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1, and a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. This is skied into short left center. Soto comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
1 away now for the Mets in the 6th. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Here comes the first pitch. Too high, 1-0. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A high fastball is in there.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
The 1-2. Lifted into the air to shallow center. In comes Robles. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Brad Rock.
Robinson Cano will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Robinson Cano.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. He's got the average of 285 here to start play. 1 home run and 15 RBIs. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. Here's another 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Reed sets with the payoff pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Garcia on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Well, you look at his numbers, and there's no doubt he's faring much better against lefties, hitting better than 400 against them this season. And when you see swings like this, you can see why.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jeff McNeil. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. First pitch of the at-bat. In there for strike one. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Nationals on top in this one as we get ready for the 7th. But first, let's check out the game summary to see how we got here. Jeurys Familia is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 27, Jeurys Familia.
Now batting, Victor Robles. So far 2 for 3 in this one.
Leading off for the Nationals, the center fielder, number 16, Victor Robles.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Brian Dozier will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. He's set, and the pitch. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. One out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Now to the plate, Ryan Zimmerman. Lifetime against Familia. He carries a .308 batting average. 2 of those hits were for home runs. And a ball 1-0. Familia is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two out, nobody on. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
The 3-1 holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
And that whole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Has a look, now the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Zimmerman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time, as it's well off the outside. And even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher. Here now the 2-2. Line drive to center field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him, as that ends the inning. Nationals lead 1 as they can't add to their 9-5 lead. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Wander Suero gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Batting in the 7th spot, number 51, Wander Suero. Now playing third base.
So coming to the plate, Jed Lowry will swing it from the left side right here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely you see the same hitter from both sides of the plate. He's a far superior hitter from the left side as opposed to the right side.
First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Stepping in now, Keith Powell, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Suero, 28 years old. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. No one out with a runner at second. Fly ball right down the line in left. Soto giving chase, and this will find its way to the 335 sign. And a relay to the plate is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
He's trying his hardest to help his guys get back in the game, but this time he had no shot. Applaud the hustle, but the decision was a costly one.
In now, Peter Alonso, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. 1 out and a runner on second base. And that misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And that one is gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Number 31 for him on the season, as this lead has been sliced down to 2. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, B-Roll. The hitters are on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate. This offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0 is a swinging strike. The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Popped him up. Gomes is under it. 2 down.
The batter, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
In now, J.D. Davis. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. First pitch on its way. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Number 19 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 19, Trevor Rosenthal.
Standing in now, Yoenis Cespedes, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2. Skied into straightaway right. Garcia is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now 9-7. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Seth Lugo is on his way into the ballgame now, as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Batting in the 7th spot, number 67, Seth Lugo. Now playing left field and batting 9.
Digging in, number 18. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Here it comes, 2-0. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Had a good cut there, but he can't time the breaking ball. That evens us at 2-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the two starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Trey Turner. Past matchups against Seth Lugo. He's 1 for 5. First offering on its way. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Getting late in the day here, and as this has been a long one, we check out our line score to this point. The scoreboard operator is going to sleep well tonight because, as you can see, he's been a pretty busy man through the first 7 and change. Digging in and looking for more, Leury Garcia will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch on its way. And that's in there for strike 1.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Oh, 1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Here it comes on 0-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Nationals gone in order. They still lead it by 2. It's 9-7. Number 64 is ready, and
now
he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 64.
Ready once again, Wilson Ramos. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch of the at-bat. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Well, this one's been a bit of a head scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. As he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike one. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 3 homers, 18 driven in. Front door curve is taken. Strike two. One out, nobody on. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
If you're on the mound right there and you're getting a swing at a breaking ball off the plate, do not be shocked if he's tucked something up under this guy's chin hot right here.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 6.
Ready now, Jeff McNeil. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike taken up in the zone. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter. 2 out, nobody on. And he misses. 2-1. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Line drive to left. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Into the box, Jed Lowry, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. So 1-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Robles is in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. They trail by a couple. It's 9-7. Luis Avilan enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Luis Avilan.
Digging in, Juan Soto. In previous matchups with Luis Avilan, he's a .320 hitter. He also has 1 home run.
Soto.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Avilan, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's a 9-year major league vet. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
The 1-2. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Stepping in now, Matt Adams, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
And it's 1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
The 1-2. Liner towards second, and a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a scary moment.
Dero, they call that the old chuck and duck, right? That was really close, and that's one of the things that most pitchers fear, that line drive that zipped right by your head. Wow, that was awful close.
In now, Victor Robles, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. Soto rounds the corner and is headed home. He will score as they extend their lead to 3.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Into the box now, Brian Dozier, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Dozier is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
Adams on second, Robles on at first with nobody out. The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Kurt Suzuki will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 29, Kurt Suzuki.
And that misses for ball 1. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. 2-0, here it is. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Standing in now, Yan Gomes. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Now batting, number 18.
Into the box, number 18. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Here's the 2-0. Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Two and one. Here it is. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. On the ground to third. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. Washington leads this one 10-7. Sean Doolittle takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 63, Sean Doolittle.
Into the box now, Keith Powell. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest.
Not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Foul tip held onto behind the plate. It's strike two. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string, throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
The 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
In now, Peter Alonso. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball well outside.
1-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
The 2-1. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Garcia racing back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Stepping in, Michael Conforto. His career line with Doolittle. He's a .346 batter. He's also hit 3 home runs. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled straight back. Doolittle has over 40 innings on his line so far with an ERA under 2. Lucky to get anything off of him. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
And this one concludes at a 10-7 score. The Nationals put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Max Scherzer earns win number 15, tops on the staff. Number 61 was unable to work out of the 2nd inning as he saddled with the loss. Sean Doolittle earns the save out of the bullpen, his 31st of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our